Hey everyone, Senrai Kai here. Today I'm going to be watching the 9th episode of Sousou no Frieren. Last episode, pretty nice setup for this one. We got Frieren herself breaking out of jail. We got Stark and Frieren working together to like really injure Lugner, I think that's his name, the evil demon guy, right? They did have to leave in the end, sadly, but before they could finish them off. But then we kind of got to transition over to the Frieren stuff, and one of the most badass sequences, like for like building up to a conflict I've ever seen, because you got a Frieren just floating in the air, looking very intimidating, as we had the voiceover just talking about her legendary status as like like Demon's Bane, killer of demons, the night their nightmare, and like just one of the most badass title drops I've ever seen. So no Frieren again as she's like floating up there all menacingly above Aoda in her just huge demon army, no fucks given, just ready to slaughter them all just the demon scum. I love it. So hopefully this episode could be as exciting as that ending kind of felt, led me to believe. So that would be cool, if we could do that. If we could just start arms, legs, blood, everything just splattering everywhere as we just had this crazy smile on Freeren's face as she's living her best life. That's kind of what I want. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So let's just jump on in and find out. As always, if you enjoy the video, please click the like button and support my Patreon for early access and help me keep doing what I'm doing. And let us begin in 3, 2, 1, play. But yes, it's been a minute since I've seen the last episode, so I've been pretty excited for this one, to say the least. Because I have been enjoying the show, but so far, like it feels like it hasn't gotten to the true meat of it just yet. Even though we're, getting close to halfway through, roughly. But it's felt very set up like so far. Like we recruited Stark not that long ago. That was only a couple episodes ago, right? So we like barely even have our full party. So yeah, it feels like we're about to get into the real meat of the show. Especially since we got our title drop last episode. And then there's this girl. And there she is. Blood on her face. Yes. Remember Frieren. Remember the terror she strikes in your hearts of your people. Just look at the size of that army. And then look at Frieren just facing it down by herself. No fear. Title drop. It still feels so good. Out of the guillotine. Let's go. Or we could just have another quiet scene at, that's cool too. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there. They wouldn't leave us hanging like that. Gotta make sure everyone's okay, though. Yeah, don't hurt yourself more, man. Just lay down. Yeah, you better. Frieren is always right. She's no longer a fugitive. Frieren did nothing wrong. Frieren never does anything wrong. Yes. She's kind of a big deal. Yeah, you were really rude, man. You really should repent for that. Like, he shouldn't just kill you. Oh, this shot. Wasn't she in front of the army before? Looks like she was behind it there. You look great for your age, I must say. Touching down. Oh, there we go. Back to the front. Oh, okay, wasting no time. And she has no tank with her either, so she's gotta just dodge like a life depends on it. I think you missed. Man, just the deadpan look on her face. It's in moments like this, it's even more cool. Just because you have an army. I bet you wouldn't feel so tough without your hundreds of warriors. All your puppets. Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty impressive stuff. Tell her. They have like a pendant around them. I assume we break that, they fall over. A scale. Okay. Because of a scale. Yeah, basically a puppet master. And for a demon, it's it's generally going to be her. And what a horrible fate. I want to see her try to do that with Frieren and then fail because Frieren has more mana. I kind of, and then she becomes Frieren's puppet. That'd be great. Yeah, she is so cool. Yeah, are we actually gonna go in that direction? Because that would be great. Because when you have such a big army, that's the most efficient thing to do. Is just go up to Awada herself temporarily. Yeah, those strong wills always such a nuisance when you want to manipulate people. Do I want to know? Ooh, not the hair. You watch yourself, man. She's so full of confidence over there, but we'll see how this goes. Oof. Is she cleansing them? Dispelled, yeah, that's the word. You are fighting a mage after all, so a powerful one. To save them from your evil grasp. Yeah, like I'm sure she's changed a little bit in all that time. Definitely doesn't have enough mana to do that to all of them, so That's good. Yeah, not gonna be so easy the next time. Let's do our best. You gotta go by yourself? Oh. Yeah, that's not what I expected, but it's rational, like, I mean, Frieren, Frieren mama, please save us. Uh, yeah, it's not looking great. Yeah, you got some blood as well. Looks a little bit, uh, okay. I don't think you had to do that. Oh, I get it now. Oh, this escalated real quickly. Oof, that animation though. Not even a greeting, sheesh. Yeah, your intention is to kill her, yeah. Which is not better. Can we just kill this guy already? I'm so done listening to him. Yeah, if you're gonna kill me, kill me. Don't make me listen to you. Uh, let me think about it. He's pretty good. He's pretty confident that his lackey's gonna win. Lini. Did we know her name before? I don't think I ever remembered it. None of your business. Yeah, I had a feeling he would have his doubts here. It's like, why doesn't he kill me already? Come to me. Use the force. Yep, she's on her feet. Yeah, she's pretty butthurt about that. Please do. We are glad to have you, Frieren. Well, that's to be expected. It is hard to catch up with like a, semi-immortal being. I let you handle the small fry. Well, that was a nice little scene. My voice. Of course, her life has been much shorter, but Oh god, I knew something was gonna happen, but still jump scared me. She's pretty quick, isn't she? Do you see her as a threat yet? We'll see about that. Oh yeah, these two are fighting as well, aren't they? Oof. Well, at least a tree caught, it absorbed his fall. Yeah, come on, man, don't lose this girl. And we are fighting all over the place right now. And yes, she keeps walking towards you, unbothered. You can tell she's Frieren student. And the animation that was so impressive. Just like the camera work, especially. Thoroughly. What a cowardly tactic. Yeah, not working out for you, is it? Lean, yeah. How exactly do you pronounce that? Oof. Oof. You're not gonna lose to a girl in a frilly dress, man. Come on. Oof. 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 Oh no. Oh no. Oof. That looked kind of bad. Hopefully, he didn't lose an eye. Yeah, can we talk about that? Yeah, it's more or less what I expected. Just like an imitation kind of thing. Oof. We're getting really close with some of these hits, man. It's actually a real treat to watch her fight, though. She has kind of a very graceful, kind of almost dance-like style. Can you stay still for 5 minutes? Ooh, strong girl, too. Oh, we got it. So, oh, God. That one looked painful. We gotta, like, stop fighting defensively and actually, lop her head off. But, oh, man, he is not getting up for a minute after that one. Got cratered, pretty much. Please stop spanking me, master. I'll get up. Well, he's taller. He did. You only lose when you can't fight anymore. Or refuse to. Yeah, eventually they'll get bored and leave. But man, I mean, I don't think I could get back up after that one. But you're clearly tougher than I am. No, because I'm standing up. Yeah, a cheap imitation can't compare to the real thing I've experienced. Such a heavy axe. Oh, the dirt. That was a nice touch. And then the moon. Oh, what a shot. Oh, he's actually attacking. Definitely a desperate move. At least so. Did he just tank it? Off with her head. Oof. Oh, there we go. That's a strike. Oh, took the hair too. That does. I hope. Did that mean we won? Yeah, don't get distracted. You got your own fight to worry about. Yeah. Take that. That's what you get from looking away from such a powerful opponent. And that's, of course, where they ended off. Dang. I need some water. If I can get it open. There we go. 1/5 of my mana. A powerful mage. I could be referring to a couple different people. But yeah, that was the 9th episode of Sousou no Frieren. What an episode. Definitely one of the best ones so far, I would say. Like definitely the best action fighting focused episode, like no question about that. Like there hasn't really been a whole lot of that in the show, really. But like when the show does do it, when it really wants to have a cool action-packed fighting scene, it does a really good job of it. Like the battle choreography, the camera work, like just really getting you into the fight. The show just 10 out of 10 ability to do so. So that's why I do wish we got a bit more of it. Especially cool when we do have like a battlefield that has more than one fight going on because they can kind of affect each other to a degree. Like we didn't get a whole lot of that, but like you could still kind of like see the other fight in the background and stuff like that, and get distracted by something that's happening in the other fight during your fight. But so we had that going on at the same time that Frieren is you doing her own thing, right? Hers was like less of a fight, really. Like it was mostly just dodging and a little bit of dispelling. Like we didn't get too much actual fighting there, really. Like I mean, Frieren has a problem having like a very large army to deal with, and if she does want to just dispel the magic rather than just destroying them or whatever, like that would take more mana than she has. So she's definitely gonna have to focus on Aura herself to deal with this. So that we did talk about the scale and what it can do. So I'm hoping that we Frieren exploits the weakness of that scale and is able to like turn Aura into her puppet, and then just like for the rest of the show, she joins the adventuring party as our as like a slave, member. That's how I wish it would go. It's probably not going to be how the show goes, but that'd be great, isn't it? But but so far that fight has been unresolved because the end of the episode we did resolve the other two fights, being the one between Ludgar, I whatever his name is, and Farron, as well as Lenia and Stark. Both those fights seem to resolve at the end of the episode. Like the I want to say his name. I don't want to keep messing up his name. What's his name again? Lugner. Yeah, Lugner. Yeah, Lugner, definitely arrogant, cocky bastard. Very, very wordy. Like to hear himself talk. Definitely the kind of character you want to blast through the heart, right? So that's all we had to do. But the guy, he's not a pushover though. So like, even though we didn't see Farron as a threat, I think it's safe to say that she was a threat to him because she took everything he had to actually fight against her, and it seems like near the end there she was able to get that final blow. So all I can really say is get wrecked, boy. And the other fight, the one with Stark and Lenia, like Lenia is an interesting one. I mean, she also has very kind of deadpan ness that's somewhat similar to Frieren, right? She apparently has a mimicry style of doing things, mimicking Ison and all that. Like as soon as he mentioned her having a similar style as him, like I was pretty easy to like fill in the puzzle pieces about what that means. Especially because like the heroes have been around for a while, they dealt with the demons before. Of course, she would have like, encountered him, seen him the fighting style and all that. So I didn't really need clarification on it. I definitely got what they were trying to say, but yeah, poor Stark up against the ropes for a lot of the fight, just taking some pretty bad blows, but he kept getting up, just like his teacher Eisen told him to, and he was able to win in the end. One thing I didn't quite understand though was talking about how did he phrase it? Yeah, I think it's right about here when she attacks. Yeah, this part was so cool, so much going on. Yeah, the way the camera showcases the magic fight and then but pans out till it gets to the melee fight. That was just so good. And then like kind of like almost like fireworks around their battlefield, which is what I meant by like one effect and the other. I mean, that wasn't really much of an effect, but aside from aesthetically, it looked cool. But he goes to attack her with no regard for defense, just like expecting to just have them both die. And she attacks his side, and like you'd think that would just go right clean through, right? Just cut him in half. That's what anyone would expect. That's what he was expecting, right? But it doesn't. So, okay, here's the line. Your attacks don't have any weight behind them at all. I don't quite get that because, like, she has been attacking him. He has been getting injured, like, bleeding a lot, so so I was trying to think about exactly. I almost want to watch a fight again to see if I can get what he's trying to say here, but because the weapon is at the very least itself seemed heavy, right? Because I think she summons it, and because it definitely puts some emphasis on this when she summoned the weapon, it drops into her hand and then hits the ground, like so. It's obviously a very heavy weapon, but I mean she can still swing it around though, right? Like didn't seem to struggle to lift it back up, so she's plenty strong, right? So I don't really get the logic of uh of not being able to put enough weight into the strike to cut him in half when she's strong enough to, just pick it up without seemingly struggling. So if somebody wants to clarify that for me, I would appreciate it because I don't quite get it. I don't think it's a big deal really in the end, but he won though. Like cut her through half. We had like the most shocked look on her face we've gotten in the show so far. At the same time, we have Frieren just blasting a hole into into Lugner, whose name I will never remember. But this time, hopefully, for good. Because we badly wounded him once before, he just shook it off. But this time, we don't have to escape, right? We can just make sure he's dead. So I'm going to assume this means both those characters are dead now. But all that really leaves is Frieren with her side of things to take care of stuff, and she has to deal with Aura, who is similarly arrogant and cocky as he is. So it would be just as satisfying to see her get taken down for sure. But I'm just kind of curious how it's gonna go. Like, because usually I would just assume Frieren would just kill her, but they talked about the scale enough that I feel like that could that there's a good chance that will be a factor in the victory, right? But the scale is about controlling someone, right? Manipulating them. So I just wonder like how far they're gonna go with that. Because I mean, Frieren hates demons, so hypothetically, if she was able to utilize her superior mana to use a scale to gain control of Aura, where does she go with that, right? Like that's what I'm curious about. Because if you hate someone enough, like you could just various ways of torturing them if you can literally mind control someone, right? So like I don't think the show would go too dark on that, but you could. So I'm just kind of curious how things are going to go down with Aura and Frieren. So I'm pretty eager to watch the next episode and find out. But that's it for this one. So thank you for watching and hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.